Good morning, Trojans, and thank you for tuning in to the Live in 5 show, where we have been living live for 10 years. This is Tetzalff, California. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Cameron. Marine biologists rescue a rare leatherback turtle that weighs 475 pounds on the Yaqui South Island Wildlife Preserve.
Last week, temperatures were next to top the rest of the week.
What's going on with the pilot of the French airline who crashed the plane on purpose? Details are on the way.
And a U.S. veteran attempts to join ISIS. What's that all about? Find out in today's news report.
We have those stories and a lot more on the other side of the break. Stick around.
Oh my gosh, are you okay? I need to go get a teacher.
Keep the lunch tables clean, or there will be no music on Friday.
Where's the music?
Not nervous. Go. Oh, we're back, children.
It's time for the Tetzalff play-by-play. Oh, 8th graders, the course registration cards for high school are due tomorrow. Aside from the Artesia cards, only Cerritos and GAR applications are to be submitted to either your history teacher or the back office. Additionally, the class of 215 contract is due tomorrow.
The last game for boys soccer and girls basketball is today. These teams will be competing against Ross, and to support them, attend the final game this Wednesday here on campus, and take your student ID with you.
Light the lights, turn on the camera, and find the action. It's time for the 8th grade annual Red Carpet Media Festival. Students compete to have their work displayed for the community and the professional audience. 7th and 8th grade Tetzalff students have a chance to enter a variety of media productions for competition for 3 categories: video, yearbook, and photography. Entries are judged by a KTLA reporter. All those who enter will receive a Hollywood star that will display it on the sidewalk at the festival in May. All winners of the red carpet competition are sent off to Hollywood.
Tetzalff will be hosting Science Olympics this year on April 25th. Students have been working hard practicing for the past few weeks during lunchtime to prepare for the big event. If you signed up for the event but have not attended practice yet, see the windows outside of Mrs. Tomas and Mrs. Kyra's room. Some teams still have room for some students, while other teams are students that not present at practice will not be on the team and the Olympics.
Congrats to Ms. Anderson's homeroom for collecting nearly 500 box tops. For the next homeroom competition, continue collecting box tops until Thursday, April 30th. Thank you to all of the homerooms who have participated.
For all students, SBAC testing will begin around the last week of April. Please remember to also use your earbuds or headphones for testing. If not, earbuds are still supplied to students who are limited.
All right, children, for Monday's Action Reaction segment, Isaac's got a video that make you burst with laughter.
Hey guys, it's Isaac with Monday's Funny Videos. This week we have a funny kid messing with the reporter. Let's check it out.
Taksim Meydanı araç trafiğine açık, raylı sistem çalışıyor. Bunun yanı sıra tramvay da hizmet vermeye başladı ve Taksim'de tamamıyla hayat normale döndü.
Wow, that was funny. Did you know that safety analysis found that nearly 2,500 railroad injuries resulted in nearly 1,800 injuries and/or deaths? Well, that's it for this week's funny video. See you next week with another hilarious funny video.
Thank you, Isaac. That's it for the Hey Tetzalff.
Check out our Facebook page at Live Flash Show to follow up on our stories.
We'll be right back after the break. Nathan Webster, Pew, a U.S. Air Force veteran, attempted to join ISIS in Syria, but he was stopped by Turkish authorities. Pew is charged for trying to give material support to a terrorist group. When the Turkish officials rejected his entry, they sent him to Egypt. In Egypt, Pew had 4 USB drives and an iPod that didn't have any data on it. Investigators found a letter saying that Pew was going to protect and establish the Islamic State. If Pew is guilty, he will be sentenced 35 years in prison.
On Friday, the Germanwings co-pilot named Andreas Lupis, who was accused of purposely setting a plane on a fatal descent in the French Alps, actually had an illness that he kept secret. It wasn't mentioned what kind of illness it was, nor whether it was a physical or a mental health issue. However, investigators found medical notes in his house, specifically in one of Andreas' waistbands. Germanwings Lupit's employer later said that the company had not been aware of Andreas Lupis' sick note. Investigators are now looking for further clues why Andrea Lupis wanted to take his own life and to kill 149 other people.
More than a year and a half ago, the National Institutes of Health promised to retire a vast majority of chimpanzees under government research to sanctuaries. Unfortunately, this promise was broken. Hundreds of chimpanzees are still being held for potential medical experiments. Out of 310 chimpanzees, only 6 have been released from research facilities and were sent to Chimp Haven in Louisiana, where they became accustomed to living in a more natural setting. There is no word right now if the National Institutes of Health will keep their promise.
Time now to check in with Arnell on today's entertainment report. Good morning, Arnell.
Good morning, Caleb. Champs is a documentary that features legendary boxer Mike Tyson. It shows his life in and out of the boxing ring and how he used boxing to escape from the violence lurking within his entire community. It features the struggles in his life as an adult and as a child. This movie has already punched its way into theaters this month. Let's see what's going on in the world of weather. Good morning, Sammy.
All right, now, in Los Angeles, it's going to be 76 degrees. As we move more east, it's going to stay the same. It's going to be the same with 70s, 60s, and 150. All right, now let's move to rain. So there's going to be some rain in North California and southern Oregon. As we move more east, some in Montana and the Dakotas and Minnesota. Some in the northeast and the southwest. All right, now it's time for allergies. So Monday it's going to be medium high with 8.5 degrees. As the days go on, it's going to get higher with Tuesday being the high point and it getting lower little by little. All right, now it's time for earthquakes. In the world, there's been over 65 earthquakes. The biggest one, a 7.5 in Kokopo, Papua New Guinea. All right, in Southern California yesterday, there was only one earthquake, which was the 1.9 in La Quinta, California. All right, now it's time for the 5-day forecast. All throughout the week, we're expecting some cool weather. Today and tomorrow with the high 70s and the rest of the week with some low 80s. All right, make sure to send in pics at Live and 5 Show and any birthday shout-outs at birthdays@live5show.com, and we'll be sure to air them on the show. All right, now it's time to toss it to the poll with Avery. Good morning, Avery.
We have Jermaine with us. Good morning, Jermaine.
Good morning, Avery.
Will you please read this week's web poll for us?
What are you doing for spring break?
Here's what our viewers said. I'm going on a vacation to Hawaii. Another viewer said they're going to stay at home all week. We want to hear from you. Be sure to visit us online at Live and 5 Show to vote. Send your comments to # Live and 5 Show or email us at webpoll@liveandfiveshow.com. And if it's good, we'll read it on the air. So, Jamie, what are you doing for spring break?
I'm gonna spend time with my family, hang out with my friends.
That sounds fun. Well, now it's time for sports with Christian in the Live and 5 locker room.
Thank you, Avery. So yesterday, the Gonzaga played against number 1 seed Duke. Kyle Witcher for Gonzaga scored 16 points and was the best scorer for that team. On Duke, Matt Jones and Justice Winslow both scored 16 to lead their team, but Gonzaga had a close game towards the beginning, but they couldn't catch up towards the end. Gonzaga won 66-52. Or Duke won, I'm sorry. That wraps it up for sports. Time to check out your daily 411.
Today's 411 question is, what are baby goats called? Kids, lambs, cubs, or calves? Take 5. The correct answer is kids. Another name for a baby goat is also Billy.
Marine biologists rescued a rare leatherback turtle that weighs 475 pounds on the Yaqui South Island Wildlife Preserve. Rescuers from South Carolina believe that the endangered turtle is a juvenile under 10 years. There was no sign of any injuries on the turtle, but the helpers gave it vitamins and antibiotics. Now the turtle is energized with good health. Leatherback turtles can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and are making their way out of the endangered zone. That's the Daily Life Inspired here for today. See you back here tomorrow. Have an awesome day, Tim.